Okay. Yes. So, all these demons and devils, uh, they are fighting each other to reach Lognar, and only some of them are able to notice you and aim at you as if you were the main threat, because you actually are the champion of Acheron and the serpent of Stygia are approaching the source of evil and power now. We start then our initiative with the turn of Lochnar. So I will be needing, in this case, as you're the closest one to Lochnar, I'm not going to be asking for the roll of 2d4s. Lochnar actually being the source of evil is going to aim at the closest ones. So one lightning goes directly towards Somos. The second one is going to go after Bell, because it's the second closest one. The third one is going to go against Standarthram. And then the fourth one is going to go either at Farzin or maybe the Hezro behind. I'm going to allow Farzin to roll 1d20. If you roll higher than me, that means the last lighting from Lognar goes against the Hezro, okay? No, it goes against you. So it goes like 4 lines of pure light against each one of you. I need a dexterity saving throw from Fist and Darthram, Farzin, Bale, I'm going to roll that, and then Somos.
Okay. Adult Brood, College, Dexterity save is the same.
I'll use a luck point.
Yeah, he's immune to lightning. No, he's immune to something else. But normally he's immune to lightning. Does it mean he's immune to
No,
that? Or
it's immune to lighting because it's based on a blue dragon, so it should be immune to cold, not lighting.
okay, I thought so that it's something different. Okay, but he has advantage on it, I think, because it's magic.
Yes, not enough. So everyone, including Bell, fails except Somos because you rolled a natural 20. So okay. Everyone takes 28 points of lightning damage or half. In the case of Somos, you take only half.
So 19 is not enough.
19 is not enough.
Okay,
the DC,
okay.
The DC was actually 26. So, Bill 28, that means. And that'll be Loknar's turn. From below, Somos, you feel that the Valor is laughing within the orb of force that you made. And he just blinks, disappearing from where he was. And I don't know if he will be able to reach you because he's so far below.
Okay, may I ask here? I have something called Kiss of Sokobos. Would it help here?
You just took the note of the name of that?
No. I had it like past 4 or 5 sessions from the Sokobos. It's called Kiss of Sokobos, but you didn't tell me what it does. Would it help here?
Yes, definitely. Like, how would you like to use it? Like,
I would like to use it to either protect me from the lightning or heal me?
Okay, let me check it out really fast.
I did write it down. I'm looking for it.
Okay, share it with us, please.
It was narratively. I remember that it was kind of like a napkin. She kissed on the napkin, and you said that if we wanted to curse someone or bless someone or something like that. Let me see if I wrote specifically what it does.
Okay.
I think it did.
I am not sure that you specified it to us, but no, never mind.
I have an option here. Maybe it's not the thing I said before. So I'm going to hear what
I
Daniel.
totally do not know what you said before, so.
Yeah.
I remember it was pretty powerful.
As you are on that, I'm going to calculate how close the Valor can get.
Go ahead.
He's getting closer, but he's like more than halfway. Well, no, I think he's approaching. So
Yeah, so it was a tissue with her she pressed her lips against the tissue, and she says that whoever kisses my lips will have either a blessing or a curse.
okay, but it was not. It was not specific, and that
No.
was a. So you'll have to use a bonus action or an action to activate it.
Okay, I will do it.
Okay, but let's wait for your turn then.
Yeah, okay.
So the Valor blinks out of the orb of force. That's its action. But then it flies towards the closest enemy, and that'll be Fiston Darthram, and that takes the Valor's move. So he already spent an action, and then a move to get right behind Fiston Darthram. But that'll be the complete turn of the Valor that is approaching. You can feel the heat of that demon's sword behind you, Farzin. That'll be that guy's turn. Now we go to your turn, Somos. What would you do?
Well, first, as a bonus action, I'm going to take a deep breath, which is kind of strange for a serpent, but it kind of sounds like an S sound. And I'm going to use you said a couple sessions ago in the other group that we had a 2 hit dice that we could use as a bonus action together or apart. I don't know if you remember.
Yes?
Yeah, so I will use I will use both of them as a bonus action.
Go for it.
Yes. So that would be 16 healing.
Okay.
And then what I will do is I'm going to try to move 30 feet maybe in this direction.
Oh, okay.
Whatever are you going to do it this turn, please.
Yes. And as an action, I'm going to tap into my connection with the mask and the rod to see if I can instinctively know how I can grasp Lognar. So I'm going to try to grasp the star and shrink it.
That's your action, okay?
That would be my action, yes.
Okay, this is how it works. The mask is a protection, and the rod is the only way you can touch it. You are not the guide. Fuck. Okay, you are Somos. But well, you are Somos. You have been in Vas for a long time. You have seen pictures of the Pope with a mask, with a rod, and with a sphere on the top of the rod. So you kind of notice that it has a bended sphere-like end on the tip, you know? Your intuition tells you have to touch it with the rod. That's kind of it.
So after taking my deep breath, I would push as if I was stabbing the star with the rod, and I am going to say, now you're mine, and I will kind of try to control it.
Better you than the Pope, I'm pretty sure of it.
As you speak to it, you feel a pull that connects you to the sphere that changes color between blue and green. Suddenly, you feel its power. It speaks back. Do not try to escape. I am not yours. You are in my control. Look at me. I need you to roll a saving throw. Thanks to all of the things that you're wearing, you have advantage. I'm just checking
And
what.
you also have inspiration because of the dexterity save.
Okay.
I think I will need
And I'm just checking if it's a wisdom or a charisma save. Double checking right now.
Please be charisma. Please be charisma.
Charisma is more logical. If you are fighting it, it would be charisma. If you are enduring it, it would be wisdom.
In this case, it's wisdom. Just in this first phrase that you hear from the Lochnar.
Okay, I will do my wisdom save.
20. Yeah, roll another net 20 and we are fixed.
26, and that was the difficulty class. So the rod is connected to the orb, and you feel the energy going through your body. You feel the orb resisting and trying to change you. You see your muscles bumping, your bones waving, the very essence of your particles changing. This thing can create universes within you. This thing can dominate your mind. This thing can destroy you, and it's resisting your control. The first round, it takes an action to connect. You have done it. You have to survive 2 more rounds to seize control over it. The good news is that you can take other actions. You can move. You can whatever. Well, you cannot move. You have to stay attached to it. But let's say that you can move around. Around the orb, and you have to survive 2 more rounds connected to it. If you get to the 3rd round and you're connected to it, you are the owner of Lochnar.
Do I need to have do I need to use my action in every turn to? No. Okay. So say like the process. I'm waiting now.
Are you concentrating on a spell right now?
I would say that I drop my concentration on Wall of Force because it's not worth anymore because the guy.
Okay. So yeah, if you're not concentrating in any spell, it's better.
Okay, good to know. Okay, thank you.
Okay. So that'll be your turn because you already use bonus action, movement, and then action. So we carry on to Bale. Fuck. He looks at the orb, and then he looks at Fist and Darthram. But...
And I'm shouting at him, whatever are you going to do? It's too late.
You want to taunt him?
Sort of. Never mind.
Yes, no, I don't know.
I am like telling it to him, like to demoralize him, maybe to make him a bit
You,
unsure. I'm just
uh,
calling at him. It's too late.
I will I will allow you to taunt him because he will not get afraid. Um, so yeah, if you want
That
to,
wasn't my like total intention, but yeah, never mind.
no, if you're saying that to him, he'll stay within the orb of fire that he has created. He looks up, and this is what he will do. He is dumb enough to extend his hand towards the orb. Instead of fighting you, he will compete against you and says, I am the Lord of Avernus. I have been the defender of order for long. He extends his hand. I need no mask, I need no rod. I am strong enough. Somos, do you want to add something?
That's Bale, the previous ruler of Avernus. Oh fuck, that guy is strong.
I'm shouting at him. You are just a fool boy.
He opens his hand and he reaches for fuck this guy. Fuck. Okay. He's going to just open. I'm seeing his character sheet. And okay, he's opening his hand and he's going to try and touch the Lognar. The first one is a wisdom saving throw. So he rolls with advantage. 22, not enough, but you know what? He's going to spend legendary resistance to overcome it. And he's connected to it. You both hear Lognar say now, I am the sum of all evils. Look at me carefully, as if the Lognar was inviting you to lose your sight within it. And you guys see how the eyes of Bell turn green as he's concentrating on that. If you are reacting to these two phrases of Lognar, let me know. Like he was saying, I am the source of all evil. Look at me. Bell is looking at it. Do you look at it?
Does does my does my intuition tell me that I have to look at it in order to continue my effort to dominate it, or I have no idea?
You just have to beat Bell, like save the same amount of saves with him, and if both of you manage it, at the end it'll be a match of will against will. You do not know if Lognar is teasing you or deceiving you, or if it's accepting you.
I am going to I'm going to focus my sight in the rod that I am holding rather than the star.
Okay, that'll be Bell's turn. Sadly for you guys, Bell has legendary actions, so he will be doing shit after this turn. That'll be Bell's turn, and now we go to Feast and Darthram and Farzin.
First, I will as bonus action do the Kiss of Succubus.
Bonus action, Kiss of Succubus. Okay, so
I am not sure what that does, but I hope it will save me.
You, as you kiss her lips in this napkin, you can feel her embracing you. You feel an energy that can go against someone or in favor of someone. What do you choose?
It will be in favor of me because all the others are too strong for such things.
Okay, so Farzin.
And I am almost dead, so.
Okay. So this is how it goes. You get to pick between the next 3 options. You have an automatic natural 20 whenever you want. You have complete like effects of a heal spell, or you will gain the effects of an investiture of the abyss, as if you were
I totally need a healing because I have only 14 HP, so I need a healing.
Okay, so for a moment you feel yourself floating in the middle of Avernus. You close your eyes and you feel the naked legs of this succubus embracing your legs, and her hands holding your back as she kisses you. Her wings cover you, and you are completely healed. The downside of this is that you are completely now in love with her, and you want to see her again.
I already was, so no change.
Okay.
Okay. Am I engaged in combat with the demon behind me?
You are engaged with Fist and Darthram is you are far enough from both the Hezro and the Valor if you want to teleport, if you want to move. But Fist and Darthram is engaged with them. So
okay, so I will do the wing attack first.
The what? With Fist and Darthram. Go for it. Yes.
Yeah, and it will do this damage and DC 21 dexterity save. Because I want to get rid of those two.
Okay, if the Hezro fails, he will fall to the abyss, well, to the flames of Avernus, and if the Valor fails, he will just be pushed. So dexterity saving throw with advantage because they have magic. No, this is a physical thing, no advantage, no magic. This is just huge wings. It is what? Dexterity.
Dexterity 21.
Oh, this Hezro is fucked. 5. So how much do you push him?
I am pushing him like away, so maybe just falls or down.
Yeah,
because he doesn't fly per se.
Yeah, but what I mean by this is the wing attack pushes them. How many feet?
I am not sure if it pushes them. They only fall down to ground.
Okay, so yeah, let's do it like that. This one just falls.
Oh, the Dracolich
Fall prone.
knocked prone, yeah. So he just falls down. The point is he doesn't hold me anymore.
Yes, and then the Baylor. Am I right?
Yeah, I hope he's also fucked. We will see.
Oh man, he's fucked.
I'm okay with him being fucked.
Natural 1. So this is what's going to happen. The Valor takes the damage.
Which is fine.
And you can see him fall, like his wings are flapping as he goes under the clouds of Avernus. He takes 9 points of damage. And then I'm going to add I'm going to invite you to add 20d6, please.
Does he get only half? Because it's not magical?
He will take, I don't know, let me double check. He goes through the flames of Avernus taking no damage. But yeah, as he falls below, maybe to one of the islands, he will take half because it's not magical. So that'll be
27.
27. But it counts. It counts.
Yeah. At least he's not here for this turn.
Yes.
Okay. What does Fistandantram think about that fire ring? Is he willing to go in, or is it dangerous for him?
Fistandarthram wants to leave. Fistandart, like he's forced to be here. In fact, you can see his eyes going green as Bile and as Somos. So he will obey you because Somos wants him to obey you. But what he wants is to get the hell out of here.
He owes me, so he will fly there. Yeah. Can I roll like 1d6, 5, 6 would be that he has that breath back?
Yes, you can roll that.
Oh, he doesn't have the breath back. Never mind. So we will just fly towards the ring, but maybe not inside of it. Yeah, inside of the ring, like towards the demon. He has to charge there, like do his extra actionless move. I'm not sure if he can, if he did that wing slap. So otherwise it would be only 40 movement. Yeah, he has flight 80. He has flight 80, so never mind.
He can
there
reach.
with
Yes.
he can reach there with normal movement. And as my action, do I have any good actions here? I will just try stabbing him.
Go for it. You have not moved, like you're riding, so your movement has been 0. If you want to steady
Can I
aim,
use the charger?
if you decide to go with charger, then you will not be able to use steady aim. But if you want to use steady aim, you will not be able to use charger. Either one or the other.
I will go with steady aim and use the change the advantage to disadvantage.
You will try to kill Vel with a single hit. It's possible because you have the Sword of Acheron. So let's see how it goes.
Yeah. Let's see. With disadvantage, I have 21 to hit. Am I blessed? Daniel, am I blessed?
Yes, you are.
Who is concentrating on that bless? Yes.
Yes.
The angel in the pocket dimension. Am I right?
So it would be 24 to hit. It would be.
Let me see if that hits. Okay. So we have.
Please, 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 please.
That hits.
Okay, I will reroll one of the ones. 1d6 because of Piercer, and it's 16 plus 9 is 25.
I'm going to write that down. 25. You didn't use any cantrip or anything.
I can use Booming Blade, but I'm not sure if it would count on him.
Okay, so I need you to roll again. 4d6 because this was a critical hit, and then 1d8 extra damage.
Okay, 4d6.
Fuck.
1d8. And it's another 17 plus 35 is 43.
43, that'll be the total. Am I right?
42.
42. Okay, 42. So that means, let me go.
I'm not sure if Booming Blade would affect him. I would add it otherwise.
Let me double check.
Because it would be 2d8 together.
Yeah, roll them. Roll them. So extra 4, that'll be 46 total.
46 total.
And he needs to make a Constitution saving throw. Being that you used a cantrip, he has advantage on the save because it's magic. So he needs to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Only part of it is magic, but never mind.
That's enough. If he rolls a 23, nothing happens except the damage. If he rolls below 23, like 22 lower, the damage will repeat itself at the end of that guy's turn. And if he rolls 17 or lower, he might die. So Constitution saving throw.
That's Constitution. So it's possible that he would die.
Yeah.
You know what? I will I will silver barb it with my last slot.
Okay, so he rolls again without advantage this time.
Yeah, just a plain roll.
You can force a saving throw with silver barbs. Yeah, am I right? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
25.
Shit. And I give the advantage to Somos. I'm not sure if I can do it in that direction. Yeah. I will give the advantage to Somos.
Were you going? Did you want to add something, Samos?
Yes, I thought that the Sword of Acheron has an extra effect if it was a critical hit. No.
On 20, but I'm not sure
Yeah,
if it
but
counts in
yeah,
this.
it comes here. So you're starting to petrify him in rust. Am I right?
I will put it here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
Okay,
must
that
make
that
DC 16.
that difficulty class has changed because you have leveled up from the last time. So I need you to add 8 plus your proficiency plus your dexterity, and that's the DC.
8 plus proficiency is 3. Is 11 plus dexterity is 16, so it's the same 16.
It's still okay. It's still 16. Okay, let's say it's 17 because it's a +1 weapon. 17. It's magic, so he has advantage.
It's almost impossible that he doesn't roll it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not affected by it, but okay, there was a chance. Is that turn?
Yeah, that's all.
At the end of your turn, Bale takes a legendary action. He will not use this because he's connected to the
Does the
orb.
damage affect his progress on the orb?
No.
Fuck.
He looks at you and he swings his Morning Star at you or Fist and Darthram. It'll be Fist and Dart. No, it'll be you. So let's hope this does not hit.
It will hit. What do you think my armor class is?
Okay.
Of course
So,
it hits.
boom! You feel the weight of dark steel over you. You take 21 points of damage. 16 are force damage, 5 is necrotic damage. That'll be his legendary action. And now, after you, it's the turn of the Hezro that falls and dies because he has no way to move. And we have ended the first round with Somos under the control, or trying to gain control on Lognar. We start our second round, and we start with the Lognar. This time, it shakes and it releases another beam of lighting in all directions. But Bell and Somos, this time, you get to pick between rolling a dexterity saving throw or a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom, definitely.
And both of you have advantage. Everyone else, that's Fist and Darthram and Farzin, you need to roll dexterity saving throw.
And Farzin. And Farzin rolls dexterity.
Fuck.
Farzin will choose to succeed instead. I will just roll for him again if he doesn't roll a 20, but he will choose to succeed.
Fist and Darthram, you're using a legendary resistance.
Yeah.
Everybody fails, including Bell. Everybody fails, except Fist and Darthram. So Fist and Darthram takes half damage from this. Everybody else takes 26. Lucky for the Valor, for the Valor, he is not there. Okay. That'll be Loknar's turn. You can hear his voice
After
saying,
this turn, I will try with Standard Trump to use the wing attack as legendary action.
against
Yeah, against the demon.
dexterity.
Because I hope when he falls to ground, he will lose the contact with it.
That makes sense. So dexterity saving throw. 24.
Shit.
He takes half damage.
Yeah, he takes half damage, but it's not about the damage. I thought he will fall down.
Yeah.
I think he doesn't. Give me a second. Dexterity saving throw after beatings. No, he doesn't take half.
Okay. So he resists and he still connects. He will use a legendary action as well. And he will use it against Fist and Darthram. And that'll be okay. Bell is going to try and use the power as a powerful devil to gain control over Fist and Darthram away from Somos. So he points at Fist and Darthram and says, "You are mine." Fist and Darthram gets a saving throw.
You don't know the power of Morgoth.
I tell him you owe me, boy. You owe me. Remember that.
Roll for a wisdom saving throw with Fist and Darthram stats, but with advantage.
Okay, I found out that he has dexterity +6, but he wouldn't do it with advantage.
Roll again.
Can he do the legendary resistance again?
Yes.
He does it.
Okay, so that'll be the legendary action of Vale. And we carry on with the Valor's turn down hell. He will teleport back, not all the way up because that he cannot reach that distance. But he's approaching. So that'll be it as a teleport, and then he keeps on flying with his movement. Yeah, that'll be his turn. He's almost back, aiming at all of you. So you are, you have a nag that is whatever Somos is. A nag, a human, an undead, a devil, and a demon. All of them fighting for the orb. So that'll be the turn of the Valor. Being that the Valor...
At the end of it, again, wing attack versus that demon.
Dexterity saving throw, am I right?
Yeah,
no advantage, because this is a physical thing.
Yay!
He will
has
spend...
those legendary resistance. I know it.
Yeah, he spends that, but the good news is every legendary resistance that he's giving up now, it's an actual saving throw that he has to save against Loknar later. So
yeah, I'm helping. I know it.
Yes. So at the end of the Valor's turn, as Fist and Darthram used as legendary action, Bale is going to use a legendary action against Fist and Darthram, and this time he's going to smack Fist and Darthram. So 24 to hit for 26 points of damage to the dragon.
It's what damage is it?
15 force, 11 necrotic.
Okay, he's resistance to the necrotic, so it's -16. I thought I have it written somewhere here. -16. 137.
Okay. That'll be the Valor's turn. And we go to Somos.
now kind of looking hurt by the rays of the Lochnar. I would say I would point my other hand at Bell, and I would say, "You're gonna die now." I'm going to cast Disintegrate against him.
Oh fuck. Okay.
And it's actually a green ray, so it's like I am channeling Lochnar into his chest.
Rolling with advantage. This is 20, okay. 26.
I will Silver Revive that.
Going to deactivate advantage. What I imagine is that the line of disintegration was aiming to his chest. He moved away, but you are moving the line towards him.
Try again.
21.
That guy is lucky. Okay, so that is
10d6 plus 40.
Yeah, but it takes no damage if he saves.
No. On a pilot save, he gets. Yeah, sorry. Target disintegrate creatures is everything. Yeah, sadly.
He takes no damage.
Oh, I thought he took half damage.
No.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So damn, I didn't think that save would be so good. So that was my action.
Okay.
What I am going to do is listen. I'm trouble like calculating the distance between us. How can I center? Okay, no, I think I did it.
Yes, you have done it well.
Okay, so damn. Let me see if there's something else that I can do. Okay, I am going to try and move Bell closer to the edge of the circle.
With telekinesis.
Yes. No, I'm actually gonna try to get him away a little bit away from Lochnar. That's what I'm gonna do. Yes.
Does that has a save?
Yes, it is a telekinetic.
It's like DC 16 or something like that.
Yes, it's the DC 17.
But with strength or constitution?
Strength.
Okay. 26. He stays where he is.
Yeah, no matter if it was with the okay, cool. So yeah, sorry.
He laughs and he stares at Fistar Darthram. Carrie, I don't know if you're going to add something.
No, I am kind of more visibly struggling with controlling Lochnar, and
you already spent your reaction on a silvery barbs at this point. Am I right?
I did, yes. So you regain reaction. So at the beginning of the turn or at the end of the turn? I don't remember that one.
It's just at the start.
At the start, okay. So I don't have any reactions now, and I'm going to give the advantage to James.
You already have an advantage because James gave you advantage.
Yes, but I spent it, and now I'm going to I'm going to give James advantage in his next roll.
Okay, whatever you're concentrating, you hear the voice of Lochnar speaking to you. To you both. I mean, Bell and yourself. My power infests all times, all galaxies, all dimensions. And you feel the green energy surrounding you. And Farzin, you see how now both Somos and Bell, they start to shine in green. I need you this time, Somos, to roll for a charisma saving throw.
I would ask, can you give the advantage to Fistardantram instead? Because I have a great plan for my turn.
Okay, good. I did. Yeah.
27, you are maintaining the control over it. At the end of your turn, Feast and Dartram has his last legendary action, and Bael has no more legendary actions after
I
this.
will also do my legendary action. We will see if he can do it.
21 dexterity save. No advantage because this is no magic stuff.
I'm just hoping that at one moment he won't do it.
He stays holding the.
Can you roll below 10 ever? Like ever?
That'll be his standard legendary action. Bale has no more legendary actions. So after Somos, we go to Bale's turn. He stays connected to the orb, and he will keep on going after Fist and Darthram. This time he goes with. Okay, let me. Oh, the Fist and Darthram is
Its
in
AC is
neutral.
19.
Well, first thing that you notice, Bell starts to heal.
Oh, fuck.
Many of the wounds that you have made, they start to.
I totally do not care about his health points.
And then he goes after Fist and Darthram twice.
The second misses, but the first does 17, which is 131 minus 17 is 114.
At the end of his turn, he listens to the voice of Lognar as he shines in green, and he has to overcome a charisma saving throw, which is a joke for him. Ah, but it has to roll 26. Fuck! He spends his second legendary resistance to gain control. Yes,
I think it's his third legendary resistance now.
you're right. You are right.
Yay! So my plan may work. Yeah.
So he has no, well, unless the Dungeon Master has changed the character sheet of Vale, he has no more legendary actions. And then we go. He regains his more legendary resistance, and he regains his legendary actions. And now we go to your turn, Farzin, and that includes.
I will start with casting mirror image on myself.
Okay, so we have 3 more.
Yeah. And as a bonus action, I will drink one of the healing potions. I have 2.
Which type of healing potion is it?
It's healing potion. Potion of healing. Both are the same.
Okay, so you only gain 2d4 plus 2?
That's more than I need. 2d4 plus 2.
Okay.
I regain 5, which is nice. And now for Fistandardram, he will grab the demon.
He will try to grapple him. Okay.
Yeah, with advantage because he has that advantage.
Why? Ah, yeah, you're right.
22.
And
22. It's not magical.
It's not magical. He rolls normally.
Please.
Okay. They have the same number.
Yay! He grapples him, and now he throws him off the cliff.
Okay, so you spend. He spends half his movement because they are the same size to move away.
Yeah, he will basically push him like backwards, or maybe he can like fly with him away, and then like only let him drop.
Okay.
Yeah, you see?
Now, you could have done that
Yeah.
without the legendary resistances because this is not a saving throw. When you release him,
It
yeah.
basically is a saving throw against the attack.
No, because it's
I'm not sure.
it's skill
Yeah.
against
It's a
skill
skill. Yeah,
against
you are
skill.
right. You are right.
So
And that's all
just
from my turn.
let me double check if he has something to prevent that as a skill thing. No.
Yay!
No. No.
Damn, we are strong.
And he just falls. I will make a dexterity saving throw for him to avoid the falling damage.
I don't care about the falling damage he gets. I'm caring about the thing that he doesn't control the orb anymore.
You are alone with Lognar now, Somos, and I need you to roll 20d6, please. I am caring about damage because these things might get ugly. What was the roll? 80. He
80.
takes half of that because he is resistance to bludgeoning, and that'll be Fist and Dartham's turn. Am I right?
Yeah, that's our turn basically. Yeah, my action worked. I love it.
Now, wherever he is below, he spends a legendary action to activate a flight, but that'll be his legendary action.
He can activate flight as legendary action.
But you haven't ended Fist and Dartham's turn, am I right?
I'm not sure if he can do something as bonus action. I'm not sure of it.
Oh no, that'll be it. That'll be it then.
That's it.
So now we go to his rows are dead. We start again with Lognar.
I am doing all I can, Somos. Do it. Do it.
You're now alone with it. This time Lognar releases its rays, 4 rays. So one goes against Eastern Darthram, one goes against Farzin, one goes against the Valor that is close again, and one goes against you, but you get to pick between rolling a charisma saving throw or a dexterity saving throw. Everybody else rolls.
See if it does the mirror image.
Yeah.
Duplicates, mimic. You can use the action duplicate. Spell, attack insta targets of your duplicates. If you have 3 duplicates, with 1 duplicate, dexterity modifier. All other damages and effect. The spell ends when the... Okay. If you have 3 duplicates, you must roll 6 or higher. Change this duplicate. I am not sure as I read it. Is it an attack? No, it isn't.
No, you have to actually make the save.
Target you with an attack during expiration. Duplicate can be destroyed. That hits all other damage and effects. Yeah, so it's actually ignores it. So dexterity save, let's see. My dexterity save is 24, which isn't enough. I am under bless still.
Yeah, roll. You need a 2 on that bless.
Before it will be 1.
No.
Yeah, it's there.
Do you have evasion as a rogue?
No.
Okay, so you take half damage. Somos takes half damage. The Valor takes the complete damage.
And also the Dracolich, he has this. And he saves it.
Okay, so everybody takes half damage except the Valor. So that'll be 17 for you and 34 for the Valor. The Valor is a little bit fucked.
Okay, please do it this turn, guys.
Almost
Someone do
there.
it this turn.
You hear the Lognar saying, "Many still seek me out. I am the green you all must possess." And you feel the power of many that want him, and you are the one that almost have it in your grasp. Somos. You feel now the next thing, Somos. Even if you fail, you have survived two effects of Lognar. You do not know what might have happened to you. But now, even if you survive, if you fail the next roll, you will be the owner of Lognar. But you will not be yourself. You will be Lognar. He will corrupt you, as he has done with everyone else. It doesn't matter. Like you are now alive, and you will be alive. But now, the next roll, whenever it's your turn, that represents if you have agency or if he has agency. It doesn't matter that you're using the mask or the rod. That'll be Lognar's turn. Now we go to the Balor. And the Balor, it's aiming at the Lognar as if he was able to see what's happening, and he wants to prevent it, but he will not be able to reach. So instead of that, he's going to go against Fist and Darthram and Somos. And James.
Yeah,
So
that's exactly what's my role here.
The Valor reaches all of you, and because you're the closest one.
Too late, boy. You are coming too late. And I smile at him as usual.
Okay. First of all, as soon as he reaches both of you, without any save, both Fist and Darthram and yourself take 18 points of fire damage just because he approaches. He's a ball of flames approaching.
Yeah, I have one news for you.
Tell me.
My current HPs are -1, and Fist and Darthram is on 82.
So Farzin falls unconscious. Luckily for you, the mirror image is not a concentration spell. So there are 4 Farzins unconscious. You were about to say something, Somos.
Is that despite the total health of the succubus?
Yes, he has been
Yeah,
suffering.
of course.
Oh my god!
What do you think? I was getting like 30 to 40 damage each turn.
The 2 lightings of Lochnar and then 2 Morning Star attacks from Bale. Like Farzin was lucky to get this far. Well, the Valor
but
goes.
I don't take it seriously. It's like I did it so far. It's awesome.
You're just unconscious yet, so that means that the Valor is going to go against Fist and Darthram. So he swings his blade of pure lighting. 27 to hit as he slashes. Fist and Darthram takes 32 points of damage.
Okay.
And then he uses his fire whip to grapple the dragon. $32 to hit, and Fist and Darthram takes 23 points of damage. That'll be the Valor's turn.
And he will use his tail attack. Maybe tail attack is now the better. No, he will just swing his wings again against him. The point is to make him busy.
So that's a dexterity save. Fuck.
I'm totally not aiming to kill him because it's not possible, I think.
He takes 9 points of damage, but he falls. Luckily for him, he has ground under him. So that'll mean the Valor is there. That'll be the Valor's turn. That was Fistandarthran's legendary action. And then Bale, he will use his legendary action to teleport as far as he can up. So he gets here, and that's his legendary action. It's like an arrow flying up. That'll be it. And now, Somos, we are in your turn.
Just do it. Just do it. I did everything to help you. Just do it.
Question: do I know whether I gain control at the end of my turn or at the beginning of my turn?
Let me see. Oh fuck! Roll20 not responding. Let me check.
Right.
Okay. You will know. It'll be at the end of your turn, but you can use a ready action to actually try to prepare something or do something.
Do I have eyes on Bell?
Do you have eyes on Bell?
Oh no, I am on the other side of the lock
Yeah.
now. Well, first I'm gonna move. That's the first thing that I'm gonna do. Do I have eyes on Bell from here, for example?
No. But you have eyes on the Valor.
Get rid of those demons, please.
Okay, I'm going to make a step. Do I have to eyes on Bell from here?
Did you? Sorry. To reach there, you have to Misty Step and move.
Yes, correct.
Okay. Double checking.
Okay.
From there, you can see Bell from there. Yes.
Okay. How hurt does Bell look?
How what?
Hurt.
He seems to be relatively hurt, as if he was weak, or bloodied, or none of that. He seems strange. Let's say he seems, from your perspective, he seems to be weak.
Oh, let me see. I think I have just the spell that I'm looking. Wait. Give me a moment. I need to read this.
Yes.
Okay. So what I will do is I will create an illusion, and it will seem that I already bent Locknab, and I trap him inside of Locknab. I'll do Phantasmal Force.
If he has true sight, it doesn't work at him at all.
Remember that.
I think that wait.
If he has true sight, illusions are totally useless
Harmless.
against him.
Even if the illusion includes a saving throw?
He ignores all illusions if he has true sight, I think.
Fuck. Okay, I'm gonna use something. Well, do I know for sure that
But
he has
may not
true sight?
have it. Yeah, he may not have it. Only a few creatures have it.
Damn, I don't know. Yeah, I think there's no point in hurting him, in trying to hurt him. It's just. Wait. Oh no, that's a willing creature. Forget it. Oh no, you know what? I am going to. Okay, I'm going to try to. Mm, okay, I'm going to try to make it to deceive him, as if Lognar was controlling me,
Hmm?
and I was asking his help. I would kind of bend backwards, and I would try to kind of make it seem that I'm struggling, and 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 then I will turn to Fist and Dartram, the Valor, and him, and I would go, "Help me, I'm almost done," and I will offer him some help for him to help me. I'm going to offer him to let me cast haste on him when he comes close enough.
To Valor, to Bell.
To Bell, yes. So basically, I am letting the spell ready for when he comes in range, and if he believes that I'm asking his help, he's gonna let me cast it on him.
Roll for, like, this is Abatesu. He knows about that type of deception. I will allow you to roll for a deception check.
I will. Deception. I'm very good at this. Let me. Okay, this is disadvantage, I think.
Why do you have disadvantage?
I think I have disadvantage in everything except the Lognar because of the.
Yeah, he
The
has
roll.
that of
Okay.
things of whatever.
Because of a fuck.
I am going to.
Uh-huh.
Wait. I am. Yes. No, forget it. I just waste the spell, I guess.
Okay. As you approach, he just smiles and presses on his weapon as he flies closer. But before his legendary action, it'll be the last move of Lognar. As you are playing, he says to you, "See how I destroy their lives through you. You are nothing but an infant to me." And look, remember how you just seconds ago were thinking of engulfing with an illusion Bell within the Lognar? Well, the Lognar grows and it starts to engulf you, and you see that there is someone already trapped inside. This thing grows, and the silhouette you see within Lognar, it looks familiar. He smiles at you, and he extends his hand towards you. I need you to roll for a saving throw. It can be intelligence, wisdom, or charisma, depending on what you choose. Is the terrible thing that is going to happen to you if you lose?
I'm going to roll charisma.
Go for it.
It's the last roll of the campaign, most possibly.
It's a good
I have
one.
inspiration. Can I give you inspiration?
He does not need inspiration.
Well, thank you.
Inside of Lognar, you find a friend. You have not seen him in many lives. He's naked, harmed, and vulnerable, and he has been restraining Lognar's power as much as he can. He is the reason why no one has gained total control over it. You see Yulan extending his hand towards you, and as you reach him, you pull him out of the sphere, and the sphere cracks and starts to fall as if it was rain of just pure green meteors going down to hell. It explodes, harming the Valor, harming Fistandarthram and Bale. And you see your friend James falling unconscious as you hold Yulan in your hands. You hug each other as you find yourself flying with your wings, with your four wings, and you see the staff or the rod crowned with a perfect green sphere that is Lognar. You are now the owner, and your ancient friend, who became a god, is now free. As you're looking around, you look up.
Resurrect.
You look up to the clouds of fire, and you see the face of a dwarf looking down at you. The face is made of flames, like a cloud face, and the dwarf nods. And you see a bunch of angels with dark wings flying to catch Farzin. He will be safe. The voice of Dulgar comes to your mind. A turtle has sacrificed itself to make him reach his world again. And well, angels are going to save Farzin, and you have the Lognar. You are.
Also, save the dragon. Save the dragon, please.
You
But
have.
he's Sledge.
You have control of Fistandarthram as well. Fistandarthram is.
Yeah, but he had only like 18 HP, so if the 17. So if the crumbling hurt him, it may have the
No.
also.
At
Okay.
this point, yeah, it hurt him. It hurts him, but he's still alive.
Okay.
Farzin, you are out of combat, but you can roleplay. You can interact as you are falling. The dragon responds to your will, still, Farzin. But there are angels approaching you with no weapons, but their hands open, ready to help. Going to change
I tell him you can go home. You said well. Thank you. We are even. Bye.
You say that to Fistandarthram.
Yeah.
The dragon will turn and fly towards the clouds of fire. And I would like to. That's everything that you will do, Farzin. Free Fistandarthram.
And if the angels are about to help me, I will let them.
Okay, yeah, they hold you. They are the same angels that you saw singing on the top of the stand when you arrived, Hell. So beautiful. And they sing to you. And they start to fly up. These are devils, fallen angels. But they protect you. They cover you as if you were an infant. And they hold you. You do not understand what they are saying with their infernal words. The sensation is that you will be fine. They can carry you back to your world, and your soul will not be taken by them, because it's already taken by the sword that you have.
And the succubus and Spistandardram and everything. My soul is taken by for other subjects.
As you're taken out of hell, flying up by the order of the new ruler of hell, Dulgar. Somos, I want to hear what would you do?
So now I just before this kind of power engulfs me, I let a tear roll through my serpent cheeks, just remembering that life that will never be again, but was quite significant at that point. And But before I make any decision, I want to know whether holding the sphere gives me any kind of extra power.
It gives you total power, as if you were able to create worlds, to bend even the reality of hell, as if this plane was yours and you can compete with the owner of hell, almost as if you were a second dungeon master.
Oh my god.
No, you are your own god. So you owe me.
Create me money. At the same
Don't say
time,
oh my god. Say oh me because you are your god now.
in front of you, there, I just want to remind you, there is a very fragile human. Uh, just imagine a middle-aged human harmed by hell, totally vulnerable in front of you, and that's Yulan. So he was reaching you, but as you reached him, he just relaxes into his own vulnerability, into his own weakness. So you know that he does not fly, so he might fall. Like, I want to know, what would you do with Yulan? What would you do with everything that is happening around?
Well, I would. I think my duty would be to not do anything. But I will do one thing, because I have these images of the lives that serpents has allowed me to have, and how I have kind of developed this respect for mortals and souls and things like that. And yeah, things like that. And what I will do is, before I submerge myself in the Stygia and bring this treasure to the river of forgetting, I will remember how everything started with Julan, when he was vulnerable, naked in a figurative sense, and how he was in Nurens, where his path started. And I will also remember how I enjoyed making Dolgar angry,
Yes.
and I will transport James, Guide, and Julan to Nurens.
Okay. You can feel all their wishes in as if they were yours in your mind. The guide wants to reach his people and guide them. He also knows that he has sacrificed his soul to make sure that Farzin reaches Nurens. So you feel the sadness of his sacrifice, and you can see the pact that unites the guide with the new ruler of hell. So you can see that. You can see Yulan, that has a total loss of expectations. He's just filled with love and with fear at the same time, and he's not wishing anything. And you can feel Farzin, with all the new love he has for that succubus, with all the power that he has on his hand with the sword, all his ambition, but at the same time, all his heroic attitudes and the risk that he has been willing to take for the freedom of everyone and himself.
I'm not sure that he will not throw the sword away now, but I'm not sure if it's possible.
Would you like to throw the sword away?
Maybe, or give it to some museum or something like that. Like maybe going to some temple and put it on the altar and leave it.
If I if I feel that desire, I would let the sword fall into the Stygia, and while James is transported to Nurens.
If you are willing to do that, Farzin, you will release the sword, and the sword will fall into hell. In Nurens, you know, it'll be much more dangerous than here.
Yeah, but now we have the ultimate god with us, so the sword is useless.
Okay, you release the sword, and the rusty sword falls like the rains of green meteors that are raining all over Avernus. All of them go up, and you stand alone in this landscape of destruction. Somos, carry on.
And before I teleport myself into the depths of the Stygia, I am also going to grant Triclops what Julan promised him of one last scene with his daughter before he dies.
You see the spark of his soul fading into nothingness, and you can connect it to whatever his daughter is. I need you to roll 1d12 for me, please.
12.
Um, 12. Let's see. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12. I need you to roll 1d6 now.
2.
Okay. In the lands of Arcadia, between the rivers of silver that connects the ultimate order of the multiverse and the Mount of Celestia, a child sings, looking to the stars, and one of the stars shines as the soul of Triclops that is connecting to the multiverse can be with his daughter every time she looks at the stars. And after that,
I wouldn't kind of trust myself or anyone else one more second with this power, and I would transport myself to the bottom of the Stygia, where hopefully the Lognar will be forgotten forever.
you blink out of the sky of Avernus and then to the top of the surface of the river. You see crowds of souls, penitent souls, saying no, no, no to you as they are swimming on the surface of the river, and you are flying down to sink on it as they shout at you not to do it. They are clinging to whatever the reality they have on their minds, trying to negate the present. They do not know what is happening. They all grab to your clothing, to your wings, and they pull you down with desperation as you go under the river. I just want to know what will be your emotions or thoughts as you are being like all pulled by the souls into the river of the lower plains.
At that moment, because of my vulnerability, holding the relics and holding the Lognar, I imagine that I would be confusing myself with all the lives that I've had. And I would feel everything at once, the fear, the anger, the desperation, but also the bliss and the peace and the happiness and everything at once, like an exploding phenomenon inside of me.
And with that, you sink into the river of oblivion with a huge serpent waiting for you, as if he was your father or your mother. The serpent dances down until both Lognar, yourself, and also this serpent, turn into pure darkness, and this story is forgotten. And
As he leaves, I wave at him. Good job, boy.
and with that, suddenly, Farzin, you wake up surrounded by grass. There is some cold that feels refreshing. Mountains and trees surround you, and you see corpses everywhere. As you stand up into this beautiful landscape that is Nurens, you start to see or to notice clusters of people, undead people, that were moving. They start to fall. Boom, 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 boom. The world that was yours, all of yours, was infected by a plague of undead as long as Lognar was still existing. So you see how all the deads go back to the ground as you stand up and you find yourself back in your world. I would like to know, Farzin, what would you do next? How will be the next days, weeks, or months of the life of this merchant?
I will try to find a succubus, if possible. If not possible, I will just go home, tell my supervisors that story, and possibly retire.
Okay. Roll 2d4s for me.
Okay, to the first. 5.
Okay. You you went completely rich. You turned into the ambassador between Meniar and Vas for a while, and you helped this alliance. They even gave you a castle between the county of not Barat, neither of Barcon. Between Barcon and Meniar, you have a castle. You spended a lot of that wealth into finding the succubus. That meant that within your court, you have a priest that is a demonologist, and he would have been showing you books of her name. You would have tried at least a couple of rituals to bring her here, but she never came. For the moment,
I also have 2 other things to do. One is I want to contact the spore people of what was his name, of that mushroom guy.
yes,
And invite them to
true.
live in the civilization, because it was like my goal that they live in the civilization on some dump heaps or something like that, and like make them live in the civilizations. And I would also try to find a guide, if possible, to like make contact with him in the future.
That actually happened. You were able to help the Myconids back to the Underdark where they deserve to be, and you were able to find guide. One
Are
day,
the Myconids like willing, or do they want to live in between humans? Like in cities?
They prefer the shadow under the ground.
Okay.
One day, when least expected, on your castle, you receive the visit of this turtle and many other turtles. So if you want to describe together what would have happened when you met again.
I close the gates and don't let them in. No, I'm joking. Hi turtles. Hi guide. You see, I don't have
James,
the sword anymore.
I see that you have made a wonderful life for yourself as you wanted, James.
Could be worse. Could be worse.
Did you ever find what you were looking for? Referring to the succubus.
I would say I did what I had to, and other things do not matter that much.
But you do see on the castle that he has statues made to look like her so much.
Yeah, it's like that, but I'm lying, like always lying. It doesn't matter.
Um, so is James's castle near the coast?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I see your people are safe, and there is no more. How is it? Racism and so against you. So your people are safe. I think we helped a lot with the racism after the like possible some peace and coming together.
What actually helped that it was also you, but as you were in hell, here in Nurens, every dead was walking, and all the living were trying to survive them. It was a very infectious rising of the dead, so that united all the races in between Menhir and Vas, and all of the elves and many of the cultures. So after the dead fall, with the destruction of Lochnar, thing that people did not did never find it out, that it was because of you that this infection ended. uh, all the cultures were back together. There are still struggles. There is still selfishness and ill attitudes in people, but for now, all the kingdoms have overcome their prejudice in between them.
When James tells me that the lie about the succubus, and I see the statues and the paintings and all that, I just think to myself that I could bring her if I wanted to. But I'm too worried about James. So
Don't bring her in.
So,
I ask as player, don't bring her in.
so I would say my people are safe indeed. If you ever need anything from us, feel free to ask.
Everything is so heavenly now, but I think it's only a matter of time because people always gets worse. We are never satisfied with what we have, and so expect the worst in next decades.
When James said that we're never satisfied with what we have, I point at the statue and I am like, I can see that, James.
Yeah, it's just a hobby.
Maybe you met a few times after that, but the turtles went back to their continent through the sea. I do not know if we will meet again with the same characters in the future. So maybe we could do flashbacks or whatever. But
In the meantime, of course, feel free to use James or Farzin
Yes.
as NPC
In this
anywhere you
era,
wish.
they stood as friends. One as a merchant politician that lived comfortably on his castle, another one still as a shepherd between the sea and the lands of the turtles. Whatever adventures they might have when they were alive, it doesn't matter, but at some point they both died. The turtle may be traveling on a beach. The human surrounded by his family and love in his bed. And both of them, when they felt peace with what they have done in life, they closed their eyes and someone was waiting for them in the afterlife. The guide, you spend the eternity after that being the counselor of the ruler of hell. You were the tiny point of light in the darkness. So you were like the compassionate counselor of a fucking devil, of a dwarven devil. And for Farzin, you wake up in a plane filled with silk, wings, and flesh. She had been waiting for you your whole life. And even though you're old, she desires you as much as you desire her.
I think after death I will be young.
You will be
Because
what?
after death you are as old as you feel, and Farzin
Okay.
was always young. So
Okay, you will be young
he will be
then.
young. Yeah.
Yeah. And you will suffer and enjoy an eternity of pleasure and pain. A toxic love that lasts forever. Sometimes you feel that's torture and madness. Sometimes it's pure pleasure.
I love it.
Yes, and it will end with the power of this demon draining you into her. But as long as you are still entertaining her with your love and your desire, you are in the abyss of Caerniostron with a succubus lover. And with that, we end the Nurens campaign.
Oh my god.
You are your own god, so oh my god doesn't apply anymore. It was
Somos,
great campaign.
yeah, you managed to sink the core of evil into oblivion, but energy cannot be destroyed, only transformed. The Lognar, the evil of Lognar, spread it into everywhere, as Jalbadaot does, as Serpent does. So forgiveness, not forgiveness, oblivion, the ego and evil is not as strong anymore, but they are spread into every being that that thinks and walks the worlds. And that'll be it. Thank you so much for playing with me for these past months. And before we say goodbye, remember today's task was to notice how your way of thinking, your world, the world that is inside the power of your imagination, it can reach other worlds. And how were you affected by your fellow companions in this game? So we listen to Daniel, and then we listen to Pompo.
Well, so the task was more about how I was affected by the game and by the
how
and
are you
by this group.
How are you affected by this group and by the campaign?
Yes. Well, first by the campaign, it has been quite illuminating for me, because even though I thought that I was quite independent or evolved for that good and evil dichotomy, I was actually not. And when we met, especially when we met Stool, but also the Rock, but also the Succubus, it showed me like there's even Dulgar at the end, and me being the guide of that. Like it helped me look, like it helped me become more aware that it's never an absolute, and that everyone, even with the Pope as well, like everyone has their their good and their evil inside, even the most extreme versions of each. And with the group, well, I think that with you, both in this group and the other campaigns that we run together,
Yeah.
it's like the freedom to play with my darkness. I think that's the most amazing thing that I've gotten out of it. And I don't know if you have noticed, I am way more free now to play with my darkness than I was at the beginning. So I do kind of acknowledge that. And playing with Pompo is like the it's like a combination between how lucky you can be and and how much you can trust that luck. You know, because this is a very vulnerable game for me, and I'm always kind of too afraid to do things. And James was like, "No, yeah, we're just gonna do it. Like, go ahead."
For instance, James is the character from both groups with the lowest AC, and he was always risking himself to do it. Like, what the fuck?
Because no one else did it. Like someone had to do it.
Yeah, and like he making fun of the devils and the demons, which were for me like these huge abominable monsters. You know, that was pretty impressive for me, and
Yeah,
that's
like
something I
CR-15 demon, and I was like joking out of it.
yeah, and yeah,
And we always survived it. It was like
yeah, we
the
did.
biggest like blessing or biggest like
Curse and blessing, yes.
yeah, like biggest part of the campaign. Whatever I did, I survived it. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, when I knew that it was that this was Bell, the previous, because Pompo, we had some experience with Bell in the other campaign, and I thought like we're fucked. Like this, if this guy is so close, we're fucked. And James was and Farzin was like, no, fuck, I'm gonna stop him. You know, I'm just gonna put him blame him. You know, like, what the fuck are you doing?
But also James is
Because
like,
what else could I do? If I like was worried about it, I wouldn't do anything because I would be afraid. So I choose not to be afraid at all.
I could almost imagine Farzin saying like, we have Fistandartram. You know, like we can do it.
Yeah, of course.
Yes, and and that is something beautiful that I take out of this. You know, like to risk it more and to go more for the victory with the confidence that I'm gonna be lucky. You know.
Yeah.
Because someone had to be lucky. Yeah, the one of the main rules of the campaign is we are the main characters. So I acted as the main character the whole time.
Yes, I love.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Daniel.
Welcome.
It was great playing with you. I want to hear now Pompo.
Yeah. First, what I learned from the campaign, I am using those free rules in my campaign. I sort of stole it. Sorry. Because they are like the real good rules for players. Basically, don't be an idiot. like me. Don't be a dick.
Yes.
Enjoy the game. Yeah, like those free rules are awesome. I liked in the campaign how intense it was. It was awesome. Also, I liked like in the other RPG campaigns, it's like we are hoarding magic items or we are hoarding gold or something like that. I ended up with 30 gold and one extra magic item and the sword, which was like mediocre, and I loved like a mediocre item, like basically plus one sword played a huge role, and you made like a huge item out of it by the background of it.
Yes.
So
Yes.
it was like things that I learned for my GMing also. So it was a great things, and I loved the combats which I usually hate because they were intense, short and intense, like 2 or 3 rounds. Because I hate combats like 40 goblins. It takes 8 hours and nothing
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was a great campaign. Also, sometimes I was a bit like not bored, but unavení, give me a second with translator.
Frustrated?
No. Tired, like if we are all the time in hell and we are not in normal world. But
Yeah.
it was like 3 or 4 sessions, and then it came away when the campaign got like to the end stage. So the campaign was great. I learned some things through it, and I will try to use them in my campaigns because those were like great points. And it was like from your side because you did the campaign, and from Daniel's side, I was like when my character is lost, because my character was lost like every session, and also he was down every session. Like in last 10 sessions, there was not a single one where I wasn't down. Basically, maybe one of them. Yeah. So I needed someone like when I was totally lost to tell me what to do, and it was always like a guide. He did like some of his nonsense, silly, uh, philosophical talking that sort of made sense in the moment and guided me like a real guide to some like that I could decide. Whatever we did, some total mistakes, I am aware of it, but and also, what I learned in that campaign that when your character is determined, as I played James, like as James Bond in the newer movies, is determined. He's able to swindle. He's able to cheat or uh, whatever to do his goal. I played James that way. So he has to use you have to use like everything your character has, his soul, his motives, his HP every session, everything you have to use to accomplish it. You do not have to like say like it's not moral. Yeah, I have a target, and the target is like you have to do it, and then you do not ask.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed playing that a lot because usually I play like good guys, like the general good guys that wouldn't kill anyone or that would argue with the group. We can't uh, make friends with the succubus at any cost. But I enjoyed it in this campaign this way, so I enjoyed the campaign a lot.
Yeah.
Daniel was awesome also.
Yeah. Uh, that this was very moving for me. I want to thank you as well, Pompo and Daniel. I learned a lot from both of you. Uh, Something that I have noticed in Daniel as you were playing is this mischievousness, like some sort of a trickery behind your wisdom, and that's very fun to play with. And from Pompo, I take a lot, not only in games but also in life. Like I I remember some parts in my life when I have that attitude of yeah, I can do it. Like if I fail, I will fail. You know, so
Yeah,
I want to take that not only in my games but also in my day-to-day life. Like whatever thing makes me afraid, like yeah, I'm afraid that I'm going to do it. You know, like I want to steal a little bit from Farzin, uh, and that character, this merchant spy, is the proof that level does not matter in a
yeah.
good
So
campaign. Level
Yes.
does
Yeah,
not matter.
totally doesn't matter. I was
Yeah.
like demons CR. I'm not sure what CR those demons are.
No, they were.
Was one of them 15?
I'm sure. Like for instance,
Yeah.
Morgoth was quite a high level for you, and you were able to defeat him with Devlin. But now, like you were fighting a Valor that is at CR 20, and then Bell that is CR 20 as well. So you,
I
uh,
didn't care, you see. Totally
yes,
didn't care.
yes, because the objective was not to kill them. You know,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you
I
have that
told
in
it
mind.
several times during the battle. I don't care about their HPs.
Yes.
I only
Yes.
care if I can get him out of the globe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was what this campaign was about,
Yeah.
to see the objective, to learn not to judge the enemy, to learn not to judge yourself, and then to explore what's inside uh, your darkest part and then your brightest parts. So that was so cool, and thank you so much for trusting me every week to reach this point. Um, well, I think that'll be it. Uh, I uh, I will not open any more games within the week, but I have opening games on the weekends at this hour. Well, not half an hour later. Uh, if you want, Pompo, I will be sending you a message just in
Yeah,
case.
yeah. The point with the length was with two people, and I understand it. You give a
Yeah,
lot of time for two people, but if we were like 4 or 5, so the session would take like 4 hours. It would be
yeah,
acceptable for me, but
yeah.
the ratio like 20
My
for 2 hours was too much for me. But
yeah,
the campaign was great, so I totally didn't want to leave it in
without ending. Yeah,
yeah without ending because I was totally curious how it will end. And me
yeah,
riding on a Dracolich, it was
yeah.
I like total
That
epic.
was that was epic. Really, really epic. I really
So
enjoyed it.
please post me if you are interested in playing with me because I'm not a great player.
No, in fact, I think the opposite. Like you are a great player. Like
Yeah.
even like the guys from the Saturday, they were so happy with you.
Yes.
And yeah, like week after week, I was
but
surprised of what you were able to do.
but they were great players also.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
The guy who played the priest, he was so much intense in the game.
yeah,
I liked his like involvement. Like he was
yeah,
like really. It was seen that he's totally enjoying the character. It was like
yeah,
Yes. Yeah.
so immersed, and I love it as a GM that when the players are that immersed. So I would say that was one thing I saw. And the others were great in
yeah.
characters and so, but he was so much immersed, and I loved it.
Yeah, he did great things on the last session for that group that was last Saturday, in fact. And yeah, he was so emotional that we even broke a little bit. when
And please, if you remember, let me know what he did with that amulet of the king of or
yes,
the baron,
to,
because I'm as player totally curious what will happen with that.
between today and tomorrow, I will wrap it up for them in messages because they needed to wait what was happening in this table to make an end for
Yeah,
the characters, and then I will let you know.
yeah.
For the games that I'm opening, I am definitely going to be playing 4-hour games with more
Yeah.
players. If a group starts to assemble, I will invite you, Pompo. If
Do you know what the mood or word or whatever
well,
that is?
my new project is playing Men's Over Ransom, the city of the Dark Elves, and I want to open 6 groups. Each group represents a noble family from the Dark Elves, and they are going to like the idea is we're going to be playing during the era of these books, the ones from the War of the Spider Queen. I do not. If you want to play, I do not recommend you to read them because it'll be spoiler.
I am
But
pretty sure I have them pirated, but I don't read pirated books. I have mostly.
okay,
So I
so
have like hundreds of books for D&D, and I don't read them.
yes, 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 yes. Okay. The idea is you're playing through the era of Men's Over Ransom where Loth gave no power to the priestess, so they are quite vulnerable. The city is quite vulnerable,
To be
And
honest, I have no slightest idea what you are speaking about. I would like to
okay,
ask, the mood is like politics or
yes,
also,
it's high politics, high treason, high violence. There is a
So
lot
it's
of
something like Vampire the Masquerade. High
um,
politics, high treason, high backstabbing, and
but
so.
there is a
So
lot
it's
of
Vampire the Masquerade, basically.
yeah, but there is also warfare because the city is vulnerable and you have kind of like defending it, but you are defending it with the families that you are struggling against. So there's like a lot of, it's a little
What?
bit like Game of Thrones, but everybody is Lannister or Targaryen, something like that.
What power level do you picture?
The game starts at 6th level right now.
And the power level is like we are the controlling families of some areas.
You are nobles, and you are disgustingly rich, and each group is from a different family, so each group have different qualities, noble qualities. So maybe one group is more close to magic, another group is more close to militaristic stuff, another group is more
I
close to.
think I think what Pompo is asking as well is the power of the players, and I would say that my experience is that like we are from those families, but we are not the ones running the family. Just for
Oh
you to
yeah,
have a better
yeah,
idea of the power level of the characters.
But we can become the
Yes.
rulers of the families.
Yes,
Yeah,
you can.
so it's only like matter of 3 sessions for me, basically.
Yes. That makes sense. Yes.
Also, in those families, if it's like Vampire the Masquerade or Game of Thrones, you can become the leader of the family when there is no other
Yes.
people who will become the leader. So
Yes.
it's really a matter of 3 sessions.
Yes. Yes. Because the leaders die a lot. So yeah. That
And
makes sense.
sometimes they can die because of not you, but accidents and so.
Yeah, an accident.
you know.
That's the way. That's exactly the mood of the campaign. Yeah, that's the idea.
Okay, please keep me posted on it. I would like to join if I have time. So depends on what groups will be free and so.
It'll have to be Saturday or Sunday, around the time we start, like half an hour later than we actually start this campaign on Tuesday.
Which is better for me because it's 6 p.m. and during the summer we will go to swimming pool a lot of with nieces and sisters. So 6 p.m. is also okay for me.
Okay.
Because it's like going from the swimming pool in the total hot around just directly to the game.
Okay. The thing, well, we'll have to wait for enough players to, but I can send you the link and you can subscribe. And we wait until we get more players. But for the moment, I think I have 3 groups already filled. They are all filled. But the 2 groups that I have open in the mornings, that it will be 6 p.m. for you, they are now empty. I haven't received any player yet. So I'm going to share the link whenever I have them ready, and let's hope we can start soon. But we will talk about that later.
You want to do the same thing like with Tailspire and with Roll20?
No, we're going to change to Foundry.
Okay, Foundry is better, but it will take more time on your side. You know it. Foundry is more time consuming for the GM than the Roll20.
Okay.
Be prepared for it.
I will learn a little bit, and at some point I'll have it already.
Yeah. Still no Discord voice chat. Still this type of chat. Okay.
Because Discord is hard for me. Like it's a lot of delay, and yeah. But okay, thank you so much for this game. This was
you were awesome, guys.
The perfect ending. Thank you so much.
And, thank you very much. Bye.
Try to stay on the WhatsApp group just to be friends.
I will be there forever.
Yeah.
Till you discard it.
Okay.
Because I don't know how to leave it. Bye.
Okay. Bye.
See you guys.